previously some politicians and I say political pundits are saying, okay, 56% whatever from the last percentage, you know. But when you look at the constituencies of winning here, Dr. Mahmoud winning here in 2023, and the constituencies are winning in 2026, it means he is more accepted within the party, and I feel the popularity, the strength across the country, you know, much more better than the Onyan 2023. Mamema, the Liberal. Dr. Nana Ayew Afriyie, Fijase Asokore MP. Don't forget, he was the Middlebelt campaign coordinator for our 2024 general elections campaign. Lebra, Akwa Bembuaba, Nare Huaba. Hopes were shattered. People started reading a lot of conversation. But some of you never looked shaken. You were very certain Metimakasa will be the next flag of the party. Yes. And then the general mood of the party, especially the delegates, also responded, said they will not abandon the tradition of the party and they will uphold it. From all this time, ABC said the last 3-4 months campaign how did you prepare backstage and say that you
it's true. Betcha it for na Madam Asisopo Akonye. But the Nchakesi Soma Asokore ne Fijase for baby amobia. Whenever Nyamina so now kind of preparation backstage in the start lose election. Na e wo GDA say Papa no or ye Juma or constituency bia the camp or ye no obi agye tum say e bin see that then so no Nema na away etia and certain decisions be a year. A person a year. MPs crap Pia Bonte for the first time. A tea wanna buy. And Nema a man crop for na a yawu. Intina yo ode echo sheba wumia na ye felice and yen crack. To 10 hours to no koye low. Asantim puntuo ewa ha. There may be a voter. So no. Na ya kite. Ye wa ha no. E party ni ye no. And the reaction na was say blame ye. E yi back for it was clear to us. Shanti region here, the buses a call a panibo. And the Lucia that I was here. Your command shedding. The Ashanti the D can call here. Your command is shedding. I am more dim. Yes, I'm so by every original council meeting. And no has to be one. The copy must say about your research. Into which we are the only regional a year in research separately from national research a Ashanti region. Again, Ashanti region now the research no a better bonting national dia better bonting. Now omo year national dia no nti ene say the Ashanti hu ye no it said the national hu ye no it is a party no 2 million ni bibia no Ashanti nti woti Ashanti dia na it is what national dia. It was clear say any religion and any ethnicity. And then there was a paper said any free adofo adwiem ko na na set agenda say a religion nature say don't get bad name and hang it. It's any yemfa enko sheba wumia. So be ye bibia papa ni yap ena kwase ebo ho eya oni bibia wo free ene asoma wo kwase ebo bia kwase ebo enti ye na ye gidi se eye kwase to me were very strong about it. You know, and you quite wanting. In Dusha, very early, 10th or 11th, yeah, are you? And Timidi can come sister station. Ekokasa said we are bringing him back. And no man. He's my chairman, he's my campaign chairman. And I have to say that because of course. Ayew Jumabum. It is now okone court and sign money now. Wontumi kone court. And when you are firm, and not a power firm. They be anywhere Wontumi offer. So I just say, Enna, my year campaign, a man for Becca, and I chama Wontumi. Meanwhile, would hear me. Ubia one and then so. Sana miti we me media also so wo de tina ye ko ye nyankopon anima ye srebo ne fafi obi ani won ko asori kwesi adanka ze yankopon me mfa me bone ncheme unya free ho ade chen ye ko akoye bone ye nyame oka ye ho na koma so na do ye wo ho eni ntini ye de adwuma na ye no me ye nipa se na obenya me ho asemaka no chairman ye nipa onya ne ho asemaka nanso so no he was a machine, a winning machine. What time chairman Wontumi and pim for chairman Wontumi. You can never make a vote in Ashanti region without chairman Wontumi.
I'm saying it. I had a gift. And I have seen it's a gift.
And you know, I'm not surprised, sir. People from be there, you be there. Say you can't be and you can't be minty. But there be any honour, young Cassan upon it, if you are in a new way. But what you say, a mere only short space in the crowd will be DHD. Now will be a bit the others, be a coffee in Cronky to especially. Bois na energize the base to our idea. Now, so we agreed because Wontumi marriage had no more any idea original chairman or agree. It's not possible. I'm the original chairman. But when you see, like we say, a preparation backstage, when I call preparation backstage, and you make preparation backstage.
Yeah.
If you want to prepare backstage, you need the chairman consent 100% to lead it and to support the action. Tinyamiada Roma, you set it off no, na emuda. Ediabe drew and there. Yeah, teams, yeah, the teams ba bebre eye adwuma ye obia say ye nkyere do the ye teams no obia be ye adwuma constituency organizers, research, youth organizers, secretary, vice chairman, chairman, equally na women organizers, ye the omuni na put it together. And I buy say ye buy Dr. Bawumia. And the end Dr. Bawumia it me a succeedier. And then I make the backstage in the say onya edo sonko yankopon ema ye do sonko ema ye kasa bia so na aka regional executives no any constituency for na koma nti ni na ye de ye hu hyemu na nyame adaroma ye ti etu anamon a ye de abedu ha nti nyame na aye, and that is the way I prepare. You do no prepare backstage and you didn't see any odo in a year juma. Enti Dr. Bawumia mi gidi pa say oni asante ebe tu anamon ye because asante aboano.
How was it? Because even now another candidate from Ashanti region, Dr. Ayew
right,
who in the last election were very supportive. Comrade Japon was still in the race. On also so in say last election we one Dr. Bawumia the call baby and also and then the concentration of other two candidates in Ashanti region, Dr. Brenner Champon consistently coming here who the research officer, the strategic communication, who from Ashanti region, former MPs who Ashanti region, and then Honorable Kennedy Japan also apiche another base, or Ashanti region. How difficult did this present to you a tasker? You have to execute by all means possible.
So the strategy was united for the victory. In every constituency, you have to patch up. And you patch the dominant people. Na weja omo ekonosuma the former MPs because the electoral college na yede koto abano former MPs na here former MP be afimo or the edomuko oni kra ne primaries okoye former MP no onya 0 primaries no ebia onya 500 onya 300 into ono ne 300 ne there your political game, a game of loyalty. Into ono movie, say 300, no, the move 250 call. And that is what helped Dr. Barry Champon. Dr. Barry Champon, because of the Ken must go. Now, you rise up against the system, no. And then the man, many of them, no, or they take it up opportunity. A year in the previous regime, the MPP regime, how they put them together. So, the former MPs, no, Brian be taking them off. Now, again, there were some MPs there, and I only know more about me. So in the game theory, no, now, and yet easy my because clearly, no, almost former MPs in no more now, Ibisu are not a warrior horse so a cocken, and for that matter, yenana yedafom, yenana yedafom. So clearly, no, yakoto abani and we were in the 60s, I think 60, said 3 or 4. So, say, 5% be there. You will lose them into 5 to 10%. 10% you lose them. In the fighting, we were fighting, say, percentage we lose and conform. Into apart from all the rich constituencies, I call here. There were classically some constituencies that we fully as my constituency. To me, no problem with just so I'm say I'm the MP. And you don't want attacking me, sir.
Yeah, almost all say just 2 MPs. Yes,
they have Miniano or Yeken, Intino or John Kuma and the Dimuni Nabemo and ono Yeken, Tino or the Biko. The more Amaka my agent candidates, the million in the Honamami war, or Homamo, in the environment MPs near me. No, I just who MP. But that was strategic conversation. And for us to have peace in Ashanti,
difficult it was, no, financially.
Yeah, it was bro, this campaign is a lean one, man. I mean, I have to come in and cover my boss. I wasn't cover my boss. I mean, Yanko Pandaroma, on my to push it in, we're not pushing it. So I said, okay, glory be to God. It's very easy. So I mean, apart from the
but one interesting thing that Ashanti region was also that you find known Alanche Martin guys that were in the 2023 honorable Afriyie, but in this time now Umuno to say Juma we are expected they did beyond what you expected.
I've been tagged a Kufuor boy and an alarm person, and so they were understanding for such people and a yawa I say I share with them. And whom said one of them. Internationally, no, not many said they'll be drift. It's either I say stay with Ken or they'll move to Brian. What I say, and the Mikakra was saying, so we be just north, we be just south, areas are a share so a just so. These were traditional fulcrum. These are traditional areas. You know, I was saying, you speak as one of them. I only want to struggle through a year and phone call na why pain. But when I don't have money, and you know, I identified myself with them. They drew on or when you work from you are sharp. Yeah, okay, strategies now. If you be able to identify what say. Who your day you say now you're one of them. Again with that lost about. Until there are some alliance people move back. Obviously, what man not yet Alan. Party say be alcohol for recruit. Meaning a woman body. Now, my first page say, yeah, obey ye. One year into me. So, and then we come on with you or what they will be shocked. Say the person they thought said he would influence and shape the vote. He did not, but he speaks to me all the time. But what I say, because he knows that we were in one place. Into that factor no, of Kufo Alan tradition that we have come from. Me have said that I wasn't Alan, but I was President Kufo, and the direction that the wind was blowing, I just flow. So we know ourselves. And no, Emayenya, Ebi, our Shanti region. There again, Anka, and also.
Because Umuna, Umudia, Umuna, Umubu, Umuno Matia, a former party executive, Umeka, Abono. But it was surprising, he said, maybe Abu could be, especially Dr. Baino, the
back no, almost here, and I manage home, and due to the former executive, and the same principle, and I was here to me in constituency. I'm thinking, say, former executives and ex-official members, any constitution, the elections, no. Your former executives, executives, no meeting. I will bet to me a call to our best now, no matter. Elections, constituencies, the 12 cry, not some that sense of belonging. Can who's the former executives, no? Former police station executives. It is a all recognized one. Can be more former a yawn in Abbey Free. And that is the same principle. Was every constituency will be a constituency conference, homecoming conference. Now our fair all the former police station phone no former executives you move no money going forward for the party. And the constitution and any amendment on it. But that philosophy out the former executives are bemono. Yemfa and yes, no, over to Ababia no. I think constituencies no. Yema welcome more Momo yet threat. Until almost to me she almost a uni part two. And the mobile constituency meeting, that normal team. No more say if you know the see. One person up in the year. And it is almost no more 5 years. Say and your body. And I use this opportunity to congratulate them in the all right. I want to meet you soon and pay Dr. You are free on the Ashanti Regina campaign liaison officer. Dr. Mahmoud Bamia's campaign for the presidential primary 2026 and from 44 constituencies in the 2023 primaries to 45. And then 19,700 votes for Dr. Mahmoud Bamia, 80,602 for Honorable Kennedy Japon, and then 4,600 for
our target was 17%.
17.
Yeah, so we don't go less than.
And it got 19,700.
Yeah, so we hit that. We hit it right there. Whatever the vote is in the electoral college is in the parties. So, and Chadier, we were able to deliver the 59.2 against the odds. Dr. Bawumia Yadia, because for Educhum na Okayeho. Yeah. The whole last year almost 60 something to almost 70%. That's this year Yababa 23. That is the effect of the absence of an MP in your team.
What was the plan? Say, Momu Tiki Mosheno, the Akano, you will split it between Brian and Ken so that Nina and Ken or Emma no strength no Emma so.
In Ashanti trend we saw is Ken was losing to Brian and to us, you know, in the game theory when a good Maya. Very good Maya because you say Oma no traditional Ken. The brave movie and the Ken message and Brian message na a one initially. They were moving on money, they were moving on religious ethnocentric thing and a muache. And that is the way. At a point when Ken's message changed to creating jobs, I knew that Brian would have taken a lot of his space because a class action before the 2024 election, it was more of, okay, we are it's populism, we are the people who are yenyafe. So it's a class action of, let's call it in context, they have not, but the persist have into the gap on only 37. Now, when you lose election, it is about who demonstrates that who has. And when Ken moved, or the campaign call the area of back to the Dr. Babawumia, jobs, I realized that Ken was gone. Because in that zone, not only yourself. So strategically, the strategists around them, I was saying who said no, you're moving into an area, you need Dr. Babawumia Echo Vote, or maybe TR. And you jay base na the emotions in your own Brian ebe form ho and another cardinal thing I mean among the Alan factor was that Ashanti the dog watch you know but at the end of the day in other places, you know, Brian had forces around Alan and I knew say Oman newo Alan hono not Oman show very well on Ken but Oshe around Brian,
Dr. Brian,
now it was showing. So I knew, say, apart from Ashanti region, you know, but check for other regions, you know, but a bit to me. And I'm not surprised though we need voter region because we saw it coming. Because traditionally they like Kufuor because of Wontumi, you know, and his boys took over voter region. Those people went to Ken and to Brian. So,
would you say he came into the election for you?
No.
Say Oba, no.
Oba for himself. Say ye Ken. 2 horse racer. Anka ye be to me enya empathy, sympathy. Ama Ken so I drop. Ama move up. Yes. Say ye 2. And anka the omote wa Ken hono. And no anomote ye. And na ye co-elections no. Omote nyema bia. A man for play voices in Sunday man. To call near to be as I was there. Near to be as I was there about 6 days. Normally I go into the traditional Ken areas. Until the team will move, my year research, Kukwatamo, I will move ahead the year research. Into my banana minim, the Udi, the Oda, the Oye, into me bar, me no can't fear some. And some of the coordinators are Minya or near to be as they are shocked, they are like, Papa, confess here. Just say, they're doing Bawumia, they don't even know what they are doing, but eventually they accept as they will do Bawumia. Because I have to identify with you, I have to speak your language, and I need to get you back. But the weakness, I can say, oh, boy, never this is for you sit here, yeah. If you bet to me, I come in their way now. Oh, I identify as I'm It is watching. It is a giant 2 horse race with Ken. Ken would have dropped like probably 7%.
All right.
Yes.
So another leg of the argument is that okay, Dr. Bawumia winning, we share the number of constituencies or winning here in 2023, and 2026 we're winning more constituencies in 2026. But people are arguing say the figures also show say about 40%. Of the party people, the delegates, no, MPNO, into no. How do we work to bring them on board?
496, I'll call MPP presidential,
Prime
he had about 51.17%. And of course, second one, he had about 63%. That's what the community elections. So President Kufuor, we is 63% to about 60% from, we are about 40% or 37% like him. You don't need everybody to like you in the party. No, you don't at all. The argument, the defeatist argument. Now, Sanka, after President Kufuor, President Kufuor so, or the delegates a eto abama ono awonya we no omo na omo mutinemu na PP like Nanado yes sound say abawo the police and yes say ya Bawumia would have gone to the 90s of the party period.
Silent grassroots general.
You see my description. He's a silent grassroots general. Period. So Obibio Diba Bawumia, I was in the middle belt in the year campaign. A former phone Penasem and many of them when you talk about your person bishop. Many of them on person bishop. And until Sanka Bawumia, yes, a sound police station, Anka Omwana Eba Munu be prepared Bawumia Crawford. But what I say, indeed, Anka Emwaken. Me, that is the theory. Na a daho, but na almost say Yankee the base. Inti, what if share na do there now? Yesterday police station. Inti no, a big film. Na omo be share munu bebre no omo ye omo pena na do omo de na ye campaign omo person be share party nim. Santa omo din say mo party na mo ma ni lusu ye dina ya wo mo to person be shame omo ye adwuma. To omo ba with film ne ze obi. But unfortunately, ya police station election. Inti say ye police station election na only like Bawumia will be over 95%. Because ko constituency be a volunteers ne Bawumia B24 omo ye adwuma pa no. Omo ni na we police station person be ship but omo any opportunity and just say yeah the dada na call you and the 37 automatically were not for you and na almost so they so call you no so be a movie until you will drop. So it is a common sensical analysis, technical. By default no there was a sip or me and see here onu mpo na oedin onu na edin onu na edin and na wo hwa can be need formula. But yaje formula. Yeah. Can we need me friend and no yaje also me friend. Can we need near the biase yaje near the biase. Now the percentage near the near the biase em say yeah 48 and them say Kenya 44. It wo hwa Nkrofo Pebawumia. But aside the internal dynamics no. Waji constituency but wanje no about 50%. But waji. I'm not surprised that I transcended in all constituencies. When you have more constituencies, let us say a form no omo penasem inti sanka what's the same police station and a woman omo na a person be shemu a won anka obehu the real definition of what is in the constituency. Because near the biase say na go to police station many people in the community epe Bawumia omo won no but hey the base net to an no omo na ekoto obi akra na adwen. But what you say
so how do you marry that narrative outside there say a form for no the people on the street about so for no and a route say yemfa kenmra or no the enya true first of all before perform and a yaw na koy so I was saying yasem papa catch obibia na akomaba form because odofa dada odofo no MPP awani da no so na yebaye na yakasa munti ntomo ebufu wo ho de ebufu na wo ho na ya sometimes on person money system no bi ntomo hu obi obetimi abobobo na adwenya na omo na identify because of unkan hwema edombae. Yeah. So classically no across many regions that you have people a yawo mu but you to know on the to be you to know on my expressions in here a militant and middle age for econo a calm expression or or personality or reforms or casa na epuchi. And we still need to get youthful representations around Bawumia in a manner that they will speak for them to know say any fault it wasn't his fault omu personality. But before I part in the better side ni na challenge take the reaction of the street people or the youth people as that is exactly how they fought before the elections. So there's still a gap. You see that's all catch them. No more put you together for you.
and almost be join this. And this is the almost pay. The almost saying, almost saying, I'll be 2020 almost something to Abba. And the strategy for the campaign ahead is first of all calm heads down, sweet words. I won't tell you, give them hope. Say yes, and now. But you didn't benefit more. Akwalabia and Yakwalabio, and there will be me a job baby was so kotoko. Yeah, and can GBC penna or be a tino. Now, when I watch that about Adio, and our banner, social media, and Tino, but you honor the Buffy, and our Betty. It's either say obey your obey, respect, put value, everybody matter, the youth matter. And they say your co street in them. Now you say on him by yes, street now you see any street boys echo hasa. When you the ever catch or makuma ever told him. And now one for Busu and my woman said when Simusua. So we need to respect the point that the flag bearer has a lot of work to do. And now when you have teams around him, no be playing the role. If you are not strength bear, you will strength bear. But now a good team. Now be a cover for. Yes, I know say you to know akuma ebe tom you. Because I know I create more jobs. I know ideas for more jobs. And all the youth want is jobs. It is a Baumia Ayobia or ideas for jobs. Now I be that idea or you're a good person to tell them. But and now another normal juma. And now was a mocas and patch right. And now no yes, any Bibi Umubiano into me and Yamufanche. But we assure you say, yeah, but you say yes, any that is the kind of youth you have now. Don't take them for granted.
The concession speeches from the other four, and then the journey, near 3 years journey from today to 2028. What do you see?
Concession speeches from other aspirants.
Yeah.
And say, Omako election, Brian or you're young, the future is still there. Into and election is no. I was so who say you win or lose. Into another end of the road. Ken, age is not on his side, but what conceded. So I was say. You move your man will be an olive branch and the chance for us all to work together. Yes, also I lieutenants, you know. I was say you move in a train will be a together. It mean Ashanti region say over the weekend I visited pro Brian people and pro Ken people. I went to come fee. You know I'm doing come on normal regional coordinators anyway and Ken our Ashanti. Timino could didn't come on the side in anti a olive branch and I was a train obia a bum. Now, Ken for the no podia. I am say a much easier. Yes, Brian for the no see a much easier. I said Brian for the a chunk no never about me. Yeah. And the pro Kufor or pro Alan faction. So Brian Ford the end of the year, over trauma back now. I mean, when they say a difficulty, Ken Ford the we need more talk, but we have to. When was that? Hey, we've spoken. Many workers, many MPs need be a campaign. In Shazo, sticker. Every many no phone so by 1 hour, no cultural exam square. You know, so you have to be MPs in the winning. I was saying, you push everybody together and you're moving on. So I think that it will work.
Another group you who say take it up Dr. Campino na omuyene dende is a TESCOM.
Yeah.
For no.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, as a betua baby, then either the party or some people who are part of the decision making try to have issues with them. Deliberately, what do you want to do from all regional and yourself for the TESCOM?
Yeah, and then I make one and then we know money na share we are and no many church and any team no share into the akoshe ending February the next 2 weeks. I'm sure money na said the no share mwaka wa say na ya set a common agenda again. Omo be person omo rising through the party. Indeed, me sure mo say me na me a TESCOM person. In fact, founded a TESCON in Kolebu 2001 after the 2000 elections, and I want so I've been a TESCON president. So, meaning what it takes by how they feel. I don't know if I feel say Yetimi Bua na yema have a sense of belonging. Normally we are as a TESCON, you don't constituency, don't rise it through the rank. But it was a deliberate attempt. May you put all of them together because we are PS. Omukasa Mutie into the TESCON base in the base the person in this region. And you say about to open your door to send them catch up and run. If I say you're numb together because Omuna Ebema Omwa Dofone, Omon Kofona, Ayew Momontiasiano, between about. So 2028 is an election. You need a TESCONers more than ever before. And again, I told them yesterday, say we need regional youth organizers believe in TESCON people. And young Obama rivalry, no. And again, we raise the awareness. Now in the meeting we'll have, we encourage all the prospective regional youth organizers to speak, and we will look at sincere people. Our person more opportunity, and you'll become Mashe. Go come, you can't vote with Michelle. Yes, and this is a specialized area. Watachi base, Enra, Mr. Smitachi base, I'm a person. Moving on to show the votes up in Ashanti region because due to making a lot of decisions in the next election due to Ayew.
Now we have a presidential candidate, or if you like a flag bearer, in the 2028 election. No? What is left is a party that is also ready for the next elections. Meaning say National Council this year there will be a timetable out now. Yes, share part from polling station to national. What do you think will be key factors and other indicators? Party people will look out for anybody who puts himself or herself up for an office, constituency, electoral area, region, national, so that we will get people who will be committed to the cause and then ready to work with competence.
So, I know Obeko, the immediate principle. The immediate principle was Nanado, na Ohiani peace of mind, or the MPP Bekoini, into Onya around, I think 90-something%.
Yeah, I think 96.
Yes, and then you know, Obey police station, you know, was it? I'm about to shame on Bayer Baumian Crawford. At that point, Baumia strength in the MPP. Will be the renewed strength.
Yeah,
I be very formidable, very solid. Into Nana first primaries no, only about 49. Wontumi and 50.
Yeah, that had Lego.
But polling stations in the year no, new ones become no.
Shoot
the same way no. By the time I buy a polling station, you know, concept Baumia's popularity in the party will shoot further. Now there again no. I was say they look at constituency, region, and how more we are loyalists to Baume. And it's a constituency for how many money? When you say elections are you lose you never your constituency for a constituency for a year. In the chairman there, and yet right. Of course, chairman is a human. Personally, no, or the individual weaknesses in there put to some people off. The chairman must work on it. But the war now, 2028, no, it's not a war. You should try and change your generals. For this only 4 years of President Mahama, a war. I was saying we're retaining a lot of your generals.
So you want most of the region constituencies to be retained?
Yeah, especially those who are loyalists to Dr. Bawumia.
They can be loyal but not competent.
Yes, and okay, they are loyal, credible, competent, and add hard work into it. Into the region for no constituency for no omunim sa for no. Into me no they know omunim omo ye juma. Again omo pe Bawumia self because on consider and share busuni na on betinemu na or has system no what you say and then I will pay total control enra shanty chairman no e pledge omu total control so omu di omu ti obi adom betia ne That's what they did. And Ashanti Ama signal, no, so the signal is going to move.
Obi who say NCC say on Dr. Bawumia who are part in the UFR.
There be a sanity, and maybe I know say oko elections are naturally no say Bawumia me so omo enye Bawumia bebre elusu. Now Bawumia bebre ba. And then the theory na ye ka say na do the fee 49 at the call 94 no. And I'm a car says and Kabawumia you call police station na anka omo efele say Bawumia de wanya bone we eyemo omo ba be shemu be it go say Bawumia akobeko obe shoot you it naturally no omo enya the opportunity afa na ba be see it may hear surprise say omo anya Bawumia bebre ebe drop it but what you say good and the general rule no and it's a constituency for na a hard working a competent a lawyer. I was here to maintaining as much as we can because we have 4 years in the Pakatre.
Yeah.
And now, sir, I come with my fierce. It is sometimes you know also sir we generals be bra. No problem because omo the omo hu ekono omo ti ase. And me expect say on the skill well for we know about 60% of constituency executives will be retained. Now 40. And we must be, I was here calling me conscientize as here for as here the end there. The BCBNC police station for the delegates near friend. And the BCBNC. We were mona a war form. And the whole year and your open.
How would you want Dr. Bawumia to manage this? Because there is a likelihood, say, party people, Mama Ye Jumama DMB in Ashanti region, constituencies, national, now all election, now all the Bapani Dimbe Batano. Enche ubehunu wahoni for this now I in the picture no the Dr. Bawumia pictures what in check. How would you want the man to manage it so that we would know him to be that Dr. Bawumia for all?
Yes.
Na yene ye mu be propagating na
Bawumia dey unim se not here or no fa ne ho enkoshim na a form of one mu di o ma se mo liberal consistency as you any Bawumia for Bawumia for no beka say ohireba ne de ne papa ti ase etu ono okọ a okobo Bawumia din ono so obeje age no meni mu atena yie menye abone meni mu nenam Bawumia so me koye djuma ma no mo san fa me nko what you say etu oye dien edjuma oye ye ode Bawumia baye no ode beka ne campaign wo ede akoani eno so be ma gap de wanye Bawumia no eno so wo ho na me ka say asefo de obi oba be hye mu bia no be hye mu na so asefo bebre na ba be hye mu no o de take it from me e be ye Bawumia nkrofo it on be hye bebi a ahoden wo edwuma wo na loyalty wo na mo be to aba it won be wie no bonza about 70 to 80% of the people maintaining constituency will be Bawumia people they know who can do the work. But what I say natural Bawumia will Mamuda as a person. But looking at the trajectory of the party, in an Ayew party from the late 90s to now, no, and in the next 20-30 years, so long as our Nipa COVID, Bawumia question will be because it's a year mama will be enough in the campaign at the Woody, I was here to want to go with strength on the way. And the I'm not too sure. It's not say be I'm Faboni be I'm not sure how Mia can manage it. I be a local because yeah will be a Fijasi crook it will want Tiakra and crook will be a I mean,
but a man will not have interest in an answer or interest in who becomes what at where.
Naturally, no interest in our localities. And then no case will be on TV and say, or more yet, Bawumia for our constituency, no more form of already. Or more young meetings, Bawumia some country or Gentia, but what is it? It's constituency, no, on one the warm local effect. On one dynamics. So I say, to you, Obe encourage you, say, Omonia or embracing Mama Ubia Embrem na. Do embra na party near yin na ye de you lose you win election no Saturday me kind me say and for your casa, near casa and chindo, and a young ruby because a young and at 2028 no so chain, dear, you catch him say, you ruby, and you know, me dear, me per se, ye did a door, now you mix it up near call, but anyway, me preach say, constituency executives no, it media be more a beboa, and almost all my dream, very good. Obi wo hodo mo a wanye campaign amaba wo mia then so your politician will lose election na dwuma be yama ba wo mia no they no yama ba wo mia ko ntimi nye constituency for no munim such a person no go so retain no enti and once I will come and once I will do one say come wo dey o yes na who create problems
meaning sir like yourself amount for the be call election especially in this region what you aware there
many fear
many doctor you na year doctor ba me adwuma doctor ba you are you epeme me ne nam enti twaba ma me
o question we ebeba go question we am makran kenye complete na me say because e natural say the obeti esuachen the onte enti no say problem bi ko ba na mom na utibia na wakọ solve say bia obi akọbọ odin akọye we no wadofo kra or yes na eno say na wotie wo say wo solve but the won't no be brave actually the obet it is going to happen over the party dynamics no ye nipa o obi a recognition no into okoye adwuma ma wo na say one man sika say je ne dia no say odi odin ko nti omo ye campaign no mo doba wo mia ba say obi a we ne interest obi a we ne da so say papa no kura ko de obi a ho ma sika na so me wi a so me de kopa me de ti say wan hwe ne yie na ukọ ne ma bebre mu a you lose your people ne mo say omo de koye de anye na say wotie a na wakọ abusuan baako na wakọ.
Will we see this in the next parliamentary primaries?
A bit transcended eye ukọ UK Brown ne Blair omo division they follow you through parliamentary elections ukọ party bi mu a yakọ contester e be follow to aye party politics enye press be sumo a mesom aye party politics interest enti ono bebre abaye aduma bebre ebe kwa akọpẹ post ebi wo ho abaye aduma na onpe post bia ono so wo ho omo de omo hu ni ase omo de problem but ebi so abaye aduma the boss e win the opay win into or there no na ekoji ne samba obi beka eno na opese odi ko nanim na sa de we ukogine mu a wo beye unpopular bia enti local dynamics ne de yen ye wash your hands ye jama wo mo ndi no
omo decide omo ne nim de si wo honom to man show what happens then they decide what to do there
asebi ko pie na se eso a na wakọ aka se ye na ye busuan ba ko mesremo but so do hu me ko for will
you have special interest in some elections because whether constituency region or parliamentary? Personally, you.
Yes.
Where we?
I also say special interest.
I'm just asking.
Them say also utie near my region. I say be a new edubiase orphan. Enti new edubiase I was saying interest. Drop also I was saying interest. I have north south east I was saying interest. Agogo Asante Achim interest. Enti Ejura I was saying interest. Enti me interest in orphan constituencies.
How do you move in?
Oh, say no dear. Sometimes we bet me akofa obi oni obi abawe new city.
Last Saturday, Dr. Bamia spoke about discipline.
Yeah.
A lot of political pundits, political watchers have photo spoke about it. Say, there seems to be too much indiscipline in the party. In the days ahead of us, how do we ensure that we move to the values?
The regional constituency parties and the regional parties, you know. Maybe I am so almost too stronger than the national party.
The national party somehow is weak. You have a weaker national party. That is to say that national executives, a bit weak. Yeah. As compared to how the constituencies, the regions are managing the party there.
Move it through.
What might be the reason?
Move it through regions. Move it through regions. When we say we to meet Japati, AMA constituencies, regions without even the national officers. Maybe we value the national officers, and maybe any figure, but one here, maybe some 30% or 40%.
You want to see a change, an overhaul?
I mean radically.
A radical change.
Radically. I mean, because the party as it stands now, it is good with constituency regional party. What they for when you share various constituencies and regions, very solid people. The national party, no, anka oko other jurisdictions are UK, US, ebi wahoko more appointed to become way only akono ye flag bearer no appointed okwa no ne moko kadachi
asebu na last time chairman supposed to go kind of mudina tamano
na obedina tell say because the me say oheba the regions no omo regional executives no yes solid consistency yes solid have me come round middle belt me who say omo yes solid master me can that down. I will not say same about the national officers. I know the mommy any day make the same thing.
And you want to see an overhaul?
I leave it to the party. Me say radical.
So many names. General Secretary Martini Pabe 7. Youth organizer, national youth organizer. I will not ask you about the national chairman because but the general secretary, the national youth organizer, the organizer, women's organizer, names now what to know, and those that you know, do you think they will provide a better leadership than who we have today?
Yes, definitely.
Because we will have to juxtapose what they are bringing on board with what we have today.
Yes, if people will hide under no change. Now no change, but no change. Now the same as Obia. No.
I almost say the tradition goes on.
Tradition goes yes on. Go there on. Tradition be and go be on. No change because Bawumia one year pony.
But personally, you compare say the Yema Adanko Kufuado, the Yema Kufie Kunkufuano. You the same thing, Dr. Bamia. Why not the same thing for any other party officer or person or election?
We set Bawumia to fail. Bawumia's loss in 2024 was a setup. We set it.
By who?
By us, by all of us. We are all responsible. The Obekas on count on the most. Yeah, count the credit, you're machine. And assemble many home film. You're man enough. Now, you're part of it. Send me constituency. Send me vote to crossroad. 2020, me 64%. 2024, me call 75. Normally, we call 30. I was able vote to a drop. My shift. But the president for 2020 69 Eddie call 70. So I tell you, into me new be a chrome for omudi media grow. And I'm assuming for money grow. Into walk to a bar, Makoya campaign, middle bed, Makoya campaign, Makoya campaign by almost 3 days. And so omutie me, a moving me from me vote to me almost 4,000 the can 2020 at the end home. At that, a yet abonima MPP will be a vote so tenor. So I vote to that time now. Intimino, and once I can make Hassan Hubi. But my dear to say, oh, your team, Nasa Mokona, Samusia, and you, oh, you whom film, who do shame, say Papa, but you send a Papa by ya, Obejano, Boniba, that was so OJ. Into yen, yes, set it, Bawumia to fail.
I will not ask you to mention names, but have you heard of Nipebi Omoba? You will wish they will be part of the next national leadership.
The principles they are bet me out. May mean to me and can be brave, but I must be honest with you. Winning 2000 elections, you know, like I told you earlier on, you see youth have play a role in 2028.
28.
I said it. And say me analyze it, all of them. But make me my principle be for the youth organizer. Yes. The youth organizer must come from a predominant region of the MPP. Because
so you should come from Ashanti region?
When it can be a stronghold in MPP, so a predominant region can be Ashanti, can
or the northern part.
It can be a half near Ashanti, or a bono a half or all of them, the predominant areas. Because when Andy Ayew was mobilizing and coordinating youth,
the youth organizer,
you rise, you cross elections. When Samuel Uku was coordinating, you did. So what you say? All right. And if obeys near majority youth from the predominant area, then let one of them be one of them to speak for you to take them. So when I put this principle on, now say, who say you canvass for obi of what predominant regional, meantime obi, but if a lot of the youths will come from your predominant areas, then what sense does it make if you go and pick somebody from a minority area? I mean, it's like you are not really up in your game. That's what I say.
But Afriyie is from a minority group.
Because he has gotten competence, he's gotten hard work, he has gotten there. And the politics is then strategy. So we have gotten the minority representation to lead and carry all. Into the base in this, you are going to give it to a minority representation. Do you get it? Then you are killing yourself. When you hear youth to rise up to the occasion, until you're born with a domino baby a free, now you're setting it up. And now you're setting it up this time, and once you're setting it up, you're setting it up. So,
what about the women organizer?
It looks like Howard Kunse is a name that I heard. I don't know how many people are contesting.
I've heard of Katrina Feku, Honorable Hafisa. I think I'll call
Hafisa Jiba. Where?
Hafisa, I think, deputy to market Martinidi. I think it's about 3.
Your region, crying your region here. They are national.
Me no baby, say fee.
And I say your region New Year, not region for you know what na say. Now omo ya consult na you there because Ashanti vote there. Yeah, they
after 12 years, Chairman Wontumi will not be in Ashanti region.
Yeah.
2028, as you have said.
Oh, I pray he goes into the. I pray he goes into the national executives because
you want him to be part of the next national leadership.
Yeah, Wontumi is a very strong character, But as of the role Chairman will play, I can't say. I think Chairman, I was say on also the flag bearer a consorting. Now, on your advice on where he has to be because the spirit in Wontumi won.
I have heard this from Honorable Maso Kofi Juma. I've heard this from Honorable Sechi Mensah. I've spoken to some MPs outside Ashanti region. They don't want to dream of Wontumi not being part of the next national leadership.
So they've also given you the
no matter what office, what they want to see is that he is part of it.
Yeah, meeting here, but I'm happy say
even Saturday at Wino. Some people will come with some dynamics argument. We shall
me catch you say, Chairman Wontumi I want a weakness. They said, "You mean I know you are free. Me want me dear." So what you say?
Yeah.
Then so you didn't come to me. Me catch you. Obi wo Kumasi ni greater Kumasi on Chairman Wontumi, but o party way, you mistake. Now the Wontumi sound crash and TV job win.
Could be your best.
You see, it's not the pain in you. I'm sorry, it's for and yet hey yawe wo obi mu na make no and yet yaw. Policies it me emma popularity a wo a wo ti wo kra odwen wa won tiase. Na do ma che the sanity. Nti Wontumi okọ national. Na wo gya ne se chairman wo dia ne se nam nkroki tuom
move
never vote to bar. He will be a major threat to any political party. And the gift, allow it for us to say it. The American, Obi Wawa, will disagree because on chairman, but Obia one weakness, Matewasi, may can't dear you. Obi so bet me at yourself, may pay to me, so papa, you can credit. It means who say, I can't do baby. But how do we get Ashanti region to do what they did in 2016, and then probably 2020 elections to provide a solid background for the party's victory? Ashanti region. And I say, hard-working loyalists are taking over the constituency and the regions. I was say, yeah, hardcore Bawumia people, because Ashanti Nyano wrong. Don't say Wontumi. He was not directional for Akufo-Addo, but no Akufo-Addo, no Alano.
Yeah.
But Najin say, "Meji, you mention me say, Obi wo wa wanko ye juma ma Bawumia." And so obe to me, I believe dia, juma obeye no, a chain, dia na Obi sebi na oye. Intina me say, systems now should fight themselves to find the right people. Good. Inti se unya majority of the constituency executives maintained. Na se unya changes in the regional party, because the region depends upon constituency. In the regional party, you know, once I will be blooded Bawumia people, I will be to me directly
blooded Bawumia.
Yes, because regional said supervisory monitoring. A human work constituency any region no. In terms of the region, well, best of region, man, yeah, I've been say okay. A human work constituency. In the region, no, the best supervisor, no. So when you're blooded Bawumia, wow. A human wire of formula in our cell. In a form of one, I may say, yen keeping majority of them. It may be Bawumia, not Bawumia. But say majority be Bawumia, but there will be some who are not Bawumia. System no name says, "I'm over there." Yent mean Jawomo da. I was all doing moko. A bit play. But for the supervisory team, ne work region there. I be my direction. Just in the west keke. A day hard working on my wasi and be moving on. So when you're blooded Bawumia, you are finished.
In 2023. Personally, me no adeba kwa na oshia delegates akachi mu ni say ye di Asante vote no koma Dr. Bawumia ne di akoji bibi.
Yeah.
When you explain further, then it was the running mate slots.
Yeah.
Ebeba, indeed a buy. I don't know whether you have this conversation behind the scenes that the running mate slot will be ceded to the Ashanti region again.
I'm very optimistic. Hapano ni hat in Ashanti region no. On the sun bars of Oniakwa or the man here on be on any day. It can be anybody. It can be from a Chima block. It can be from Kumasi block. A bit free Adanse block. A bit free Asante Achin. But
or such
it can come from such a enti papa no dear or no nakoma wa Asante ne dear. His north, his heart is Ashanti. I must be very honest with you. Something that Ashanti just drives him on, like minyam energy free,
but it might come here from here.
Yes, I am clear.
It is coming from here, or the possibility is on the high.
The boss will bring it to Ashanti. The possibility is okay. Now I'll borrow language. Possibility near 100 and something percent, above 100%.
Dr. Bawumia anyam from so. I said Dr. Matupoku Prempeh so anyam from so.
Oh, say Maka first one say the no change, we said Bawumia to fail. Me de me ho shame say me sanka me kan ka me ho afim.
No change doesn't apply over
no change ne de eye Bawumia aye ne ndi ne ye. But no change and yet apply to the national, the regional, the way. Say here, movie so na Ghana for catch them say most move to no change. So much money so. So no change.
Until there should be changes somewhere.
Now when you change, if you once a BBA, what results would you expect? So we be the same. No change. Then Ghana for say, oh my yard, there must also no change. Ain't the first principle I'm kind they say Bawumia DNA or your outlier. Or your research be a bit to me or your outlier or no in the context is different. And he say or the Dr. Bawumia, Dr. Matupoku Prempeh Bekwa, or no, and why leader and or person or the Dr. Matupoku Prempeh Bekwa. Obi Beka, Wontumi Beka, whom am I? oh ya waya ena etie frontier running mate madaroma enye campaign running mate enye campaign untimi nhye na nado se chinchini a kofa Boniface Abubakar because na yese kofo for na ye meeting with him say so odi onu kwa na ye we na aye all over Boniface Debbie bani meeting yes sanity opani betimi aka say okay mate me na poko hwini obi abetimi aye no okay mate me fa na poko hwini wa na po betimi aye enti fans e wa se munsusu ensisa dynamics no first no na ye jama penyin no but for the past 3 years or 4 years
but we are looking at how it will make the 2028 no results are here pen
more analysis mo betumi a guide because say judge Kotena ho no mo say me take judicial notice enti ono so papa no so feedback enti him obe put research and intelligence people in the system enti mo analyst no mo betumi
which might be one of them
o say why
the research the intelligence team you might be one of them you might be part of it
there be media mabere adwuma mabre omo ye say adwuma no omo nye say adwuma no say intelligence ne research for no so mo wo ye koni na no omo ne mu menye me na me ye sade no e na papa no so no opeso ye consultation na e wo so hwe the characters of the Crawford no the but yensusu ewa Ashanti but obi tie me a say bia ebeba Ashanti nti o ba for your campaign war running mate home it was therefore social media ba beto ye social media ye bloggers ye we mesremo running mate enye campaign enye contest enti mema obi enkohye wechi na woye campaigns na wo wakoma kohye mu a wanya de wope wasan ha ho in fact ohiba normally running mates are not for the obvious yes we have principles of running mates across the globe.
It is not for the obvious.
It is not for the obvious. And yet for the obvious. And yet for the one no. But ube to me analyze this space and they say space way the principles in here. It is a motion sankrofo we are ebeboamo. I know your fair principle. But where you make it active, say way no oma only upon Felice intimidate me to me.
But I fatawo.
They see idea your principle never no be director with the mami traffic no. Enfi me so okay me da say. Me da say nyame nhira ba we dey can general analysis. Make us me da say nyame nhira okra. Obi otwa video no wo ho no monko na wa hwe wo nko a wo dey no na wa twa body nam say Dr. Afriyie is etiefo. Onyanko pem say yamsemo ye analysis.
I was for Wontumi TV sunie on Facebook Wontumi TV and then Wontumi TV live on YouTube. Dr. Ayew Afriyie is our Ashanti Regional Campaign Liaison Officer for Dr. Mahmoud Bawumia's 2026 campaign for the NPP's presidential primaries. Ono na yenino 18 komono. To your team, anu muye juma. And those who responded by voting 19,700 votes for Dr. Mahmoud. What will you tell them?
Oh, I'm amazing. I'm amazing. I know I'm amazing. Ashanti is the region for everybody to come and work in. A regional, so Obana, so Udibu, Udia Brassier. Now, dear door. Now, Upe Juma. Na onim kasa sebi na se wo ba saa de we echi dwete enwone dwete na Ashanti se wo de suban fofo bet na Ashanti ya every officer or MPP mu wa Ashanti no oye master Ashanti no obon se eso ana ya ketu ebi nso nkum because any officer in Ashanti ye master onim ne left and then the right banyankopon daroma campaign team a ye juma every region eco constituency Echo Polling Station. Council of Elders and Yomu Ye Juma at a 2-year-4. They have been fantastic. So we Juma Biana say only advisor well mobile. But the elders of the region almost soon someone be Biana etai Yechi. The regional executives. The rest of them. So Wontumi and the team exceptional. The operations of mafia Andy Ozu. And then the team a war Wontumi ho a yehu omo omo mpe say obi abehu omo dey are so we echi omo yejuma. There are so many people around me, they don't like publicity, they don't like to talk, and that is a good culture. I have worked with them excellent on my idea. Enti me da obi bia say a constituency teams a yedi baye ni na omo ni momo ho okoyi ebi film akoya sem te be da omo ni na say victory na ba maye na nti yem short break na papa no mfa de ewoye ni mmra na fe yem wa come back na yem put to the regions behind na yem fa Ashanti and compare the papa ne penny na yem fa nko yem no ewo national na yem party ni mu jo Ashanti ya e be ma party ni mu ajo the whole country and victory na beba smoothly 2028. So Ashanti and Joa, forget it.
Right. Abuja for Yedibesia, Echna, Yebeto also from our studios in Asukwa. Dr. Nana Ayew Afriyie.